The New York Times is getting it wrong again.
Their editorial board showed their true colors, continuing to claim that moving to the center is the way to win elections. This point in itself is absolutely debatable, and there's a big ol' Mamdani elephant in the room that the Times can't seem to wrap their head around. More importantly, their strategy of abandoning immigrants, trans people, and abortion rights is exactly how we got to this situation. For example, I spoke to an immigration law expert in August who has about 50 years in the field. His exact message about the Democrats is that they lost the immigration fight because they let the Republicans control the narrative. And what's the New York Times solution? It sure seems like abandoning people and just letting the Republicans move politics to the right. In this article, the editorial board hurls ivory tower insults at progressives, but they fail to recognize that people are unhappy with where the country is right now. The status quo is not only a losing platform, it's also a losing value system that buries us even deeper in inequality. To show you that the editorial board's mindset seeps into NYT's reporting, let's look at their recent article about the socialists on Portland City Council. I recall a local journalist calling this dangerous and irresponsible journalism when the article came out. That's because the Times cited a bunch of wealthy people with an incentive to bash the socialists instead of talking to the thousands of people that support them and voted them in. The Times also said Portland in recent years became known for boarded-up storefronts, open-air drug use, homeless encampments, and explosive protests. I wonder why Portland is known for that. It might be because the New York Times and other moderate outlets keep saying this without talking to the hundreds of thousands of Portlanders who disagree. It's kind of crazy how much this relates to the editorial board piece. They give a massive voice to the business class and fail to see where popular movements are going in this country. This isn't to say that NYT is all bad. They have good journalists, but your subscription is just better off elsewhere. Don't complain about journalism dying if you're already spending money on an extremely wealthy outlet instead of the hundreds or thousands of papers that are struggling across the country. And give me a follow to support an independent journalist that's trying to make it in this hellscape.